August is National Wellness Month. Did y'all know that? And I cannot think of a better time to share exactly what I'm doing right now personally to feel my absolute best going into the second half of this year. 5 simple things. They're simple, doable, no gym membership required, no complicated meal plan, no guilt. So if you're new here, hit subscribe right now. I drop real answers for women over 40 every single week. So hit subscribe if I'm giving you something worth staying for. And if I'm not, tell me what you need in the comments, okay? All right, let's get to it. Thing 1, protein first at every meal. You know, I know that you've heard me say this before, but you know what? Here is why I keep coming back to it. Because it works. And because most women are still not doing it. Now, here's the honest truth about protein after 40. Your body becomes significantly less efficient at using the protein you eat. And this is called anabolic resistance. And it just means you need more protein now, not less, just to maintain the same muscle mass you had 10 years ago. Now, most women over 40, they're eating somewhere between 40 and 60 grams of protein a day. You need 100 to 150. That gap between what you're eating and what your body actually needs, that's driving your fatigue, your belly fat, your brain fog, and your slow metabolism, not your age, your protein intake. So this August, my reset starts here. Eggs at breakfast, chicken or fish at lunch, ground beef or salmon at dinner. Simple. Okay, thing 2, a daily walk outside if you can. Now before you say, hey, wait a minute, that is just so basic. Well, let me tell you why basic is exactly what we need right now. We live in a world that has convinced us that if it's not extreme, it's not working. You know, more cardio, longer workouts, higher intensity, you gotta be so sore every day. But here's what the research actually shows. A 20 to 30 minute walk outside every single day is one of the most powerful health interventions available to women over 40. Not a run, not a HIIT workout, a walk. Now here's why. Walking lowers your cortisol. And cortisol, your stress hormone, is the root cause of most of the things women over 40 are struggling with. Think about it. You know, the belly fat, the disrupted sleep, the brain fog, the hormonal imbalance, all of it driven by elevated cortisol. And walking, specifically outside, lowers it. Just one 20-minute walk outside does more for your overall health than most people realize, and it's completely free. So this August, I'm walking every single day, rain or shine, and morning is my preference, but honestly, any time of day counts. The only walk that doesn't work is the one you don't take. So get outside, take a walk. Thing number 3, protecting your sleep like it's your job. Because you know what? It is. It's your job to take care of you. Now here's something that genuinely shocked me when I first learned it. One single night of poor sleep will raise that cortisol by up to 37%. One night. And cortisol, as we just talked about, it's the hormone that stores belly fat. So every night I shortchange my sleep, I'm making my belly fat worse, my brain fog worse, my hormonal balance worse, my cravings worse, all from one bad night of sleep. Now, multiply that by a week or a month of consistent poor sleep, you can see why this matters so much, right? Now, here is my August sleep protocol. And I mean, this is non-negotiable for me this month. Same bedtime every single night. Same wake up time every single morning, including weekends. I know. 7 to 9 hours every night. Sleep is not where you rest from your health habits, guys. Sleep is your most important health habit. And this August, I'm going to treat it that way. Okay, thing 4. This one came from a very humbling personal experience, cellular hydration. A few months ago, my annual blood work came back and I was dehydrated. Me, the woman who drinks water all day long. Dehydrated? I was a little confused until I learned something that just completely changed how I think about hydration. Water alone does not hydrate you. not at the cellular level, not where it actually matters. So the simple version is your cells need electrolytes to pull water inside them. Without the right minerals, sodium, potassium, magnesium, calcium, water just passes through your body. Something happened to my feet, sorry about that, but I'm not gonna start over, okay? But the minerals, sodium, potassium, magnesium, calcium, water just passes through your body without its doing its most important job, which is hydrating you. You can drink water all day long and still be dehydrated at the cellular level, which is exactly what was happening to me, because I was putting electrolytes in my water. And here's why that matters so much in August specifically. August is hot. We sweat more, we lose electrolytes faster, and dehydration, even mild dehydration, causes fatigue, brain fog, headaches, muscle cramps, slower metabolism, poor sleep. Doesn't any of this sound familiar? So every single one of those symptoms gets blamed on aging, when sometimes it's just dehydration. So this August, I'm adding a cellular hydration formula, not just basic electrolytes, and I'm adding it every single morning, every single day. And why it's different from other electrolyte products on the market, most electrolyte drinks are just the sodium, potassium, and magnesium, 3 ingredients. And the one I now use has 11. 11! Himalayan sea salt, potassium citrate, magnesium citrate, or citrate, however you say it, calcium citrate, glycine, L-taurine, coconut water, powder, shilajit extract, acai fiber, solar seed minerals, vitamin C, no artificial colors, no artificial sweeteners. It's gluten-free, non-GMO, vegan-friendly. Guys, this is not a sports drink. It is cellular hydration. And the difference between being hydrated and being truly hydrated at the cellular level, you feel it. I felt it probably within the first week. More energy, clearer thinking, better sleep, less crashes in the afternoon. And everything's at my stan.store, links below. So start your morning with 20 ounces of water, and every single day this month, your cells are gonna thank you when you add those cellular renewal to it. So, and thing 5, and you know what, this might be the most important one on the entire list, giving yourself grace. And I almost didn't put this one in because it doesn't sound like a wellness strategy. It just kind of sounds soft. It sounds like something maybe that you put on a coffee mug. But here's what I know. After 69 years of living, the women I see struggling the most with their health, they're not the ones who lack discipline. They're the ones who lack grace. The ones who eat one thing off of their plan and then they decide the whole day's ruined. The one who misses one workout and feels guilty. And the one who steps on the scale and then lets that number determine their worth for the entire day. The ones who are, they're so hard on themselves, so unrelenting, that the pursuit of health has become one more source of stress for them. And of course, what does stress do? Raises your cortisol, and cortisol stores the belly fat. Belly fat causes more stress. Whoo! Do you see the cycle? The guilt about not being healthy enough is literally making you less healthy. Grace is not giving up. Grace is not lowering the bar. Grace is understanding that your body is not a project to be completed. It's a gift to be stewarded. I ate ice cream a few times this summer with my grandkids. Zero guilt, zero regrets, because 99% of the time I'm doing the right things. And that 1% is called living. So this August, I'm giving myself permission to be human, to miss a walk if I need to, go to bed later. I'm not going to spiral. I might eat something off plan, enjoy it, and move on without guilt. Just can't do it every day. Because consistency over time beats perfection every time. And grace is what makes consistency possible. So give yourself some grace this month, because you know what? You have probably earned it. Okay, there's your August wellness reset. 5 things. They're simple, doable, right? Protein, take the walk, protect your sleep, add some cellular hydration with the one I have found to be the absolute best. And then the fifth thing is giving yourself grace, always. That's the whole reset. No gym membership, no meal prep, no calorie counting, no complicated plan. Just 5 simple things done consistently all month long. And you know what? If you want to make it even simpler, you could just start with one. Pick the one that feels most doable right now and do that one thing every single day this week. Then next week, add the next one. Small steps, consistent steps. That's how lasting change actually happens. Everything I personally use, it's linked below at my stan.store /teresaepps. So, get in there and take a look around. If you have any questions, reach out. And if this video helps you, hit that like button and share it with one woman who needs an August reset, but doesn't know where to start. Because you know what? She's out there and she needs to know that it does not have to be complicated. It's just common sense. And this is high performance aging. You're not just getting older. You're just not optimized yet.